Shard in Icewind Dale. Before we get started, just a reminder, we are streaming for Extra Life. So in the doobly-doo down below, please consider donating to Extra Life. Also, we are part of the Heroes Wanted streaming collective. So in the doobly-doo down below, they take a look at our sister streams and also consider joining the Discord. With that, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Welcome, everyone, to episode 7 of Legacy of the Crystal Shard. Joining me tonight
are... hello, everyone. My name is Chris. I am playing Radigan Conover, human artificer, amateur chef, and all-around swell, polite cow.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Hi, everyone. I'm Tar, and I am playing Sithrin, the Dragonborn fighter.
Oh, I am Brendan, and I am playing the Great Ezekiel, a wonderful half-elven bard.
And the Beetle here, I'll be playing as Duma Bullstrike, a Minotaur barbarian, and whose horns are not to be used for skewers for making kebabs.
Yum.
Good evening, this is Steve, and I'm playing Regis Ninefingers the Thief.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'll be playing Augustus Constantine, the Forge Cleric Centaur.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Cassandra Bowman Whitaker, fangirl and divination wizard.
Last session, we picked up with our heroes running across the town of Bryn Shander to investigate a fire, which turned out to be the warehouse of Donovan, who was protecting a certain crate of goods that the great Ezekiel had shipped up from Luskan. He, through machinations with the sheriff's deputy, promised to look after Hengar the Barbarians and convinced you guys with 50 gold apiece to guard his second warehouse and your crate of goods for him to protect it from attack. Opening up the crate, you found that it was filled with silvered weapons. You distributed those. You guys did some more shopping in and around town, and between the fire and the other events that are going on in and around Bryn Shander, you heard a lot of the people of the town saying how unhappy they were with the current speaker, Duvessa Shane, and how perhaps it's time for a change. Other people still voiced support for her. Evening came, you guys settled into the warehouse. You laid down some silvered caltrops to protect against the suspected were-rat thieves, as well as Radigan laid a bear trap at the front door. The silvered caltrops were made from one of the silvered short swords that Gus turned into caltrops. During the night, the bear trap went off out front of the warehouse, and hearing yelling, screaming, and swearing, you opened the front door to find Donovan, the warehouse owner, who seemingly had brought you food and drink. Freeing him from the bear trap, Radigan also gave him a potion of healing and escorted him inside the warehouse, sitting him down on some of the crates. Sithrin, you moved outside, catching just the slightest hint of movement behind one of the carts parked out front of the doors. However, as this happened, Donovan caused a fog cloud to billow up inside the warehouse itself, catching almost all of you, including you, Sithrin, just outside the door in its foggy mess. Regis, you are just outside the range of it, standing beside the crate.
Oh, can we see the map? We're on the overworld.
You will see the map in just 1 second.
Okay.
As this fog cloud erupted, clouding your vision, you also heard the sound of wood splintering and crashing as the door on the other side of the warehouse splintered open.
Okay.
Okay, so the stuff on the other side splintered open?
Yes, you guys were at the front door. The back door splintered open behind you, and my map is not freaking moving. Sometimes roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Very often roll 20, to be honest.
There we go.
Nope, that's the wrong map. It stopped before I got. It's just the next one in line. So with that, those of you in this fog cloud, your vision is obscured. You've heard the sound of crashing, and you also heard what sounds like some swearing as you assume people were pierced and stopped by your caltrops. With that, I need everyone to please roll me initiatives.
Oh, I can't wait till level 4 when I can take alert.
That's always a nice skill.
I'm always gonna have a 0.1.
Aw.
Well, unless we get those horseshoes we stole in Dragon Heist.
I'm
You
sure
will
they'll-
not.
I'm sure
you
they'll
sure?
mail them to us.
All right, top of the order, Regis. So you are just outside of the fog cloud. You have seen this group of what appear to be human bandits and a hobgoblin come crashing through the door above you. You are first to act. What would you like?
Are they basically coming towards us? Or
Yes.
they're standing there? Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to psych them. Maybe give us some opportunity. I'm gonna reach in my bag. I have grab a handful of ball bearings and throw them at the group.
All right. So you're just going to randomly sprinkle ball bearings across the.
Yep, and hope for the best.
All right. Any movement? Any bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to back off and maybe get behind one of the fighters.
All right. So backing up, you would be moving into the fog cloud, which would prevent them from seeing you, but also, mean that you are be obscured.
Right. That's what I kind of want to do, and hopefully hide into the shadows.
All right. Yep. So you can move backwards and around and into the fog.
Okay, and boom.
All right. So yeah, you slide away into the fog.
After I threw the ball bearings.
Yep. So all of you are currently obscured in fog. You hear the sound of a sort of loud, ordering, barking voice just saying, "Get it! Let's get out of here!" And all right. And with that, you then hear, after an annoyed grunt, you hear the sound of movement, and that is about it. Duma, you are up next.
Okay, before the smoke went up, was I able to see anyone?
No, the only thing you'd seen before the smoke went up was Donovan being brought in by Radigan. Once the smoke went up, that's when you started to hear everything, and it's all coming from the far end of the warehouse.
And do I hear the people behind the cart and inside the room up north side over here?
You
Do I
hear
hear
them. You hear them. You know someone's there.
Okay. So this Yeah, that work. Okay, Goring Rush, going for that. Sorry,
Easy Al.
sorry, I'm just trying to bring up the right stats.
My God, the thug is Caltrops.
Okay, I'm gonna rush forward, and forward, I mean north side, towards number 3. And I'm sure as a player, I know I stepped on a lot of marbles and caltrops, but
You did. Give me a dexterity saving throw. And as well, as soon as you came charging out of the fog, a heavy crossbow hits you for 1 piercing.
ow.
Man, that's heavy.
Dick.
Regis got
Okay, deck saving coming up.
And an arrow strikes you for 2 piercing. And then, yeah, with a 9 on your dexterity, you hit these ball bearings and go sliding and end up prone on your back.
Regis yells,
Oof.
"Sorry, Duma."
I just growled, grr.
I don't know if that had any bearing in the situation.
Oh, boo.
Negative inspiration.
I have a question. Could he not see the ball bearings?
He came charging out of the fog, so he wouldn't have seen the ball bearings until it was far too late. That's why he got a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, I'm prone on my ass, so that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah.
Does he have enough movement to stand up at this point?
He did dash. A lot of movement.
I did move from here to here. I'm just sorry. Yeah, I guess I have enough, but shouldn't getting up cost half the movement?
It would cost
It
you
does.
15 feet.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get up whatever remaining movements I have. Yep, that's it for me.
All right. Happy at their fortune, the bandit right in front is going to move. Well, he's going to attack. And with his dexterity roll of 20, he is able to stay on his feet with the ball bearings. And he is going to attack you with advantage as you are. That is an 8. So even though he stayed on his feet, he slips and swings wide. This other one in the back
Doesn't feel good, does it, Twinkle Toes?
cannot get off these goddamn caltrops.
They're on the balls of their feet.
Yeah, takes another 1 damage, but cannot move. And will have disadvantage if he fires his crossbow at you. And so he will not do that. All right. The great Ezekiel.
Okay, I know Donovan is bad now, right? I've pieced that together.
Yes, you would have heard him and probably seen him gesticulate as he cast a spell.
All right, I'm gonna move.
Hang on, sorry, Duma,
Here?
you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I
Kick him in the
can.
nuts.
I'm gonna hoof it. I don't know what I could attack with. I mean, horns? Yeah, sure.
Damn, Stephanie. Portents
Yes!
of 18 and 20.
And I'm writing
Holy-
it down. I'm putting it on my character sheet.
Just never
All
take
right.
it off your character sheet for the rest of the campaign. You just always have 18 and 20.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find my right. No, wait, not that one. That's a two-handed. I had a shield also.
Well, it's the same
Yeah,
attack.
okay. Actually, wait, don't the stats change single-handed and two-handed?
Attack is the same. It's just the
Attack is
damage
the
rolls
same.
difference.
Yeah, either way, that is a hit. Roll your damage. All right, 5 slashing as he runs past you, are able to swing your sword and There is a spray of blood, but he keeps moving. All right, the Great Ezekiel, you move through the fog. You are still, everything is still heavily obscured.
Yep. If I move here, is everything obscured?
Lightly obscured at that point. You can just get to the edge of the fog there.
All right, I'm going to cast. Please be a good roll.
That's a terrible
There's no way to
name
do
for a
it.
spell.
There's no way to do what I wanted to do. I thought he was further away from.
You don't know where anybody else is in the fog.
No, but I can't. I know where I am in the fog, and I can't position my sleep anywhere that would not hit me. That would hit him. Wait, is it a? Yeah, no, it's a radius. Okay, so what the Great Ezekiel is going to do is he's going that short sword and a dagger and swing them both at Donovan.
All right, roll your attacks.
Ooh,
That is a critical hit.
that's decent damage.
And your offhand? That is also a hit.
That's
With a
only
22.
one damage.
Hot hell.
Yep.
I have a toot. I'm not built for this.
Doesn't seem like it. Any more movement?
If I step back into the fog, he can't take an attack of opportunity against me, can he? Because he won't be able to see
You
me.
can, just with disadvantage.
You want to roll the dice?
Then I will move here just so any attack would have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
And stay there.
All right. Cassandra, you are currently enclosed in this fog cloud. You have heard movement and fighting to the north of you, and what sounds like grunts of pain and shock coming from Donovan somewhere off to your right.
Okay, I think I will step forward because I don't see anything, right?
That is correct. Stepping forward, you're at the edge of the fog now. You can see Donovan just below you.
Oh no,
And
Donovan!
you can make out what is clearly the great Ezekiel beside you.
Ezekiel, what happened?
He's the bad guy.
How do you know? Treachery! And I'm standing right next to him. Can I just shoot a firebolt at the guy behind me? And
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I will ask Heidi to give me the help action.
All right. She flies out.
Yay!
However, when that happens, there is a crossbow bolt that fires off from the
No!
back corner, as that is the first
Oh God,
creature
no!
that showed up. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh no! And I roll a 1. Her armor class is 12.
That hits. She takes 3 piercing.
Oh God, Heidi, get back!
Well, she's a familiar, correct?
Yeah, I know I can just resummon her, but still.
Yeah, she poofs out of existence.
Oh no!
No, she has 5 hit points.
Yes, 5. Wow, that is a beefy familiar. All right.
Just owls that have like 1.
With the rest of her
All
movement, she was over at this guy's head anyway, so she'll come back into the fog.
Yeah.
My baby!
All right, yeah. He doesn't get an attack of opportunity, and you do have advantage.
Oh, good. Well, I rolled a 16 anyway, so 6 fire damage to that guy.
That is a hit. All right. Any more movement?
I will take a step back. I know he will get an attack of opportunity against me, but at disadvantage, right?
Yes, as you step into the fog.
I have a good feeling today.
That is a 15. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as he does manage to swing and strike you with a quarterstaff.
I would have had mage armor on, which is a +3.
All right, but it's still a 15. That would still hit.
Ah! So how much?
4 bludgeoning.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
How's that feeling?
Bad! How else would it feel?
You said you had a good feeling.
Oh, not this! Ah. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Donovan, none of you can see, but you can feel, Ezekiel. There is just this sort of void of sucking air as you get the sense that there is no longer somebody standing in. And that is it for him. Radigan, you are currently enclosed in the fog.
Okay, and I wouldn't have been able to see Donovan make his escape.
No, you are deep in the fog. You are everything. Your sight is heavily obscured.
Okay, I'm climbing up onto the boxes.
All right, from on top of the boxes, you can see there is someone looking to pick up the crate here, and then you see a crowd of people over here, and Duma on the ground.
All right. And as he climbs on top of the boxes, you all see him bring out his crossbow, and it looks very different from the last time you saw him bring it out, because it is now almost entirely mechanical, and he is going, and the bolt just magically appears in its chamber, and the bolt is made entirely out of fire. And he just looks over at Donovan and says, "Boy, you done pissed me off." And does that hit?
That does not hit. It streaks towards him and hits this arcane barrier that is in front of him, and you can see he has clearly got some sort of mage armor on it.
That ain't gonna last you forever, boy.
Long enough. Any that is your movement. That is a bonus action. And Cithrin. So you are outside. The fog has come blasting out the doorway and has surrounded you, but you did see movement down below you there.
Obviously I hear fighting inside.
Yes.
I really don't like the idea of something coming up my arse, so I'm going to take out my great axe and angle this way. So that's 5, 10, 15. See if I can see anything behind it around the thing.
Yeah, you see there are 2 bandits there, one of whom has pulled out a crossbow, but as you step out with your weapon drawn, the one behind him actually shoves him forward, and that is enough. This guy in front is pushed forward and knocked prone.
Okay.
Interesting.
Fun times. We're probably going to have a rest after this, right?
It is late at night, so yes.
All right.
And you hear the one behind just sort of maniacally chuckle. Oh my God.
Wrong one.
Okay.
I meant to do... I hit the description by mistake.
All right, so your breath weapon does not go off.
Thanks for the help.
No, I am trying to...
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is breath weapon. All right.
It is breath weapon. They need to DC 12 con save. So if they fail it, they take 5. If they succeed, they take half.
They both succeed.
Damn
so
it.
they both take 2 damage.
6 level 3d6. Come on. I like using my breath weapon. I'll be using it a lot. So yeah, and then that was my action. So
All right. Back in. Augustus, you are completely in the middle of this gigantic fog cloud.
And it sounds like the bigger fight is to my north, right?
Yes.
And did I see Radigan's light travel from
You
his
didn't.
crossbow bolt?
You did not. You were completely in the fog.
Okay. Well, I will head off, I guess, towards where I hear the bigger fight. And can I hear outside?
Y- You would have heard Cithrin, and I'm sure her breath weapon makes a very recognizable sound at this point.
I like to think I'm roaring when I do it. Rah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you definitely would have picked up on that.
but the bad guy is getting away.
You don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I've been listening to them. The fog doesn't stop Radigan yelling at Donovan, right?
That is true.
Okay, so I will head out and I'll do that kind of walk you do in the fog with your hands forward until would I be obscured here? Like, can I see perfectly, or like, can I see this guy in front of me?
You're still lightly obscured, so they're still going to have half cover. You're just barely making out shapes at this point.
Okay,
Now
so
you
I
see
will
everything.
come and okay, so that was that was basically 30 feet. Got 10 feet more. I will take the attack of opportunity and double move and gum them up.
All right. You take 5 slashing damage.
Don't you worry, we will be coming back for you, eh? And you, Donovan, what is going on?
Will you just kill him?
I double move, so I can't.
Any bonus action?
Nobody's really been hurt but me.
Duma's feelings have been hurt.
Yeah, you see Duma on the ground. He's definitely been hurt. Oh, and also give me a dexterity saving throw as you move through the ball bearings.
Oh, jeez.
And for some reason, I can't. Oh, numlock is no numlock's on. Why can't I do my hit points? It was 5, you said.
So sorry.
5 slashing hit points. 5
Okay.
slashing damage.
It was a good plan, Regis.
You're fine.
And you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, try-
so, yeah.
You are easily able to move through the ball bearings.
Yeah, try balancing on them with hooves.
He has
Oh, wait.
hooves.
He has hooves. I just remembered. Damn
Yeah, shouldn't
centaur.
I be? Yeah.
Twice as many.
Twice as many.
All right, Regis,
none,
you
yeah.
have ducked away into the fog. You are hearing the sounds of fighting erupt in front of you. What would you like to do?
I guess because of the fog, I don't see this thug. Right?
That is correct.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to outflank everyone and sneak behind these crates to kind of bushwhack one of these with my short bow. I guess he's like 5 feet. Each square is like 5 feet.
Yes.
Okay, so I can move 30, which is kind of leaves me there.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Okay, stealth. There.
Okay, so you quietly move around.
Okay, and which one looks like the most important, like the leader? I guess it would be the hobgoblin.
Yeah, you definitely. It looks like the hobgoblin is giving orders.
Okay, I'm going to take my short bow out and aim at him.
All right. That is a critical hit as your 11 beats all their passive perceptions. So you will get 11 damage total with that. And you see, I mean, your arrow strikes deeply into his shoulder, and he just sort of reacts. And you see him looking around, and he can now see where you are. But it's a pretty vicious wound that is left and is bleeding pretty heavily.
Okay.
Any
Wait.
bonus action?
Wait, is that your short bow?
That was my short bow.
Did it failed? You didn't have advantage?
No, he did have it.
He did. That was
Okay,
a critical hit.
good.
Sneaky.
I got distracted for a moment. I was like, I could make it.
My bonus action.
You can attempt to hide.
I'm gonna hide,
All right, give me another stealth check.
and I dive into the shadows.
God damn it. Lousy 10 passive perceptions. They all have 10 as a passive perception. You feel you are successfully hidden, even though it wasn't the greatest job. Where'd he go? Says the hobgoblin. And he will step around Donovan to you, Gus. And he will pull out his long sword.
Yeah, you might catch yourself with that, huh?
As you say that, you see his foot just catches the edge of one of the ball bearings, and he swings quite wildly and misses you by a country frickin' mile.
Hey, I warned you. My god is here to protect me.
All right. With that, the heavier thug above you just says, "Why don't you shut it?" Makes his dexterity save and is going to brandish his mace towards you as he comes racing.
And yeah, my AC is 19. I had switched last week my +1 to me because I'm using the Warhammer two-handed.
Yeah, the first mace hits you, but it's a glancing blow off your armor, doing no damage. And then he comes down again with a 23, and you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. And not everything is perfect, eh? Sometimes Morden makes you take your...
Don't you ever shut up? And with that, Duma, it is your turn. You are currently lying prone on the ground watching Gus getting beaten with a...
All right, so it's not that bad. Half movement getting up, and just I want to... Sorry, I'm just trying to calculate how long... Oh, I can make it. All right, so pretty much I scream out to everyone. I'm going to use that free action. Scream out, Donovan's on this side here. Get him. And I'm going to very carefully... Is this going to use up my action trying to carefully walk over through the marbles?
No. Depending how far you want to go, if you move more than 5 feet, you can make another dexterity check. But if you just move 5 feet, you're...
Okay, nah,
I'm being nice to you.
All right, I'll take it. I'm just gonna move up over here. Whoever this guy is, I can't see his name.
Thug.
Okay, thug with a really large vampire collar. Yeah, gonna swing.
20 is a hit.
13 slash.
Ooh, he looks bloodied at this point as you come slicing across and right through his leather armor with your longsword.
I genuinely was going to use my rage and reckless attack, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Okay, that's it pretty much for me.
Who needs reckless attack when you roll 20 both times?
Oh, wonder which one should I take.
All right, with that, it is the thugs. The guy, the first bandit, the one up top. Can he get off of... Hey, he finally gets off and moves across over top of...
Are you saying he got off of my got off on my Caltrops there?
got off of your caltrops. So he will step forward and right onto a whole bunch of ball bearings. And he is able to move through those.
Oh man.
That is 2 criticals that you guys just avoided. So he is going to swing his scimitar at you. That is a critical hit for 8 slashing damage.
Ow.
This
is the
guy
time
is
to
going
run.
to pick up the crate and start moving with it. The one in front of you, Cithrin, is going to stand up, look at the guy behind him, and turn, and then with this dirty look, he's going to turn and swing at you. That is going to be a 13, which does not hit. You're able to parry it off. And as that happens, the guy behind him runs him through with his scimitar. And you just hear him say, "My sister says hello." And he collapses to the ground in front of you.
So I give the one holding the rapier a toothy grin and just like, hell hath no fury.
Already?
Yeah, and with that, he will then start backing away and just says, "I'm done here if you are."
Where did I go though? I'm not on the map.
I moved you to the wrong token, to the wrong level.
Okay. That
You move.
I don't think I can really do anything else, but I'm gonna try talking to him now. I don't know if I can do that now.
Oh, it's his turn.
Oh yeah. That so.
All right. The great Ezekiel.
All right. I heard Duma yelling about where they are, where Donovan is.
Yes.
So I'm gonna peek out of the fog and I can see him, right? Or do I need to move around the box?
No, you can see over top of these crates. This is a couple of barrels, so you'd be able to sort of, slowly move around. And you can see he is over back beside Gus and behind a hobgoblin.
That's great. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw against dissonant whispers. DC is 13.
17.
Still 6 damage.
All right, 6 damage.
Unfortunately, he doesn't run and trigger an attack of opportunity from Gus.
He does not.
And then bonus action, I'm going to inspire Duma. Run him
All
through
right.
with your horns, my friend.
Any more movement?
You know what? I'm gonna duck prone. Get some cover, get disadvantage on range attacks.
All right. You drop to the ground.
But move here first. Move there, then drop to the ground. And that'll be it.
Okay. Cassandra.
Okie dokie. All right. Oh, I can see everyone. Okay, so.
Yeah, you can't. I just had to move that for something else.
Oh, I can't? All right, I will go back here where I was before. I see that thug. Is that thug is still up?
He is. He is now actually over there, and you can see he is carrying your crate that was full of weapons.
Screw this! I am going to... Alright, so... how bad off is Donovan looking?
Donovan looks bloodied. He looks injured. You can definitely see he's been hurt, but he is still on his feet.
The hobgoblin?
The hobgoblin barely looks scratched.
Hmm.
Actually, that's not true. He's taken a pretty bad wound, but he's still all right. he got the critical hit arrow. So you see an arrow sticking out of his shoulder and a fair bit of blood coming out.
I am going to my plan right now is to cast Magic Missile. I think, who's the most hurt?
Me.
No. I mean, I can't heal you, sorry. But who of the baddies is the most hurt?
The most hurt is... Let's see. This bandit here over by...
The guy carrying the box?
No, he's not been injured. The guy over behind you, but the guy carrying the box is... He's got a scratch on him, but he is not terrible. That guy up there.
All right, does a 5 kill him?
That's 15.
No. I'm going to do 4 differently. I was going to do each one separate. Does it get 3 or 4 at this level? 4.
5 is not enough to kill him, but definitely heavily wound him. Where do your other missiles go? How many do you want to hit him, and then where do the other?
You know what? Duma's probably going to kill him then. I'm going to focus on Donovan. Or the not Donovan.
All right, so 3 more hit Donovan for another 15 damage. He staggers backwards and is barely standing on his feet.
I'm going to go traitor! And then hide back in here. Because I am not an idiot. And be like, oh, baby Heidi. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
All right. Doesn't matter. There is nowhere left to hide. As his concentration is broken and that fog cloud completely dissipates.
Okie doke. All right. Let's get this show on the road.
And with that, it is his turn, and
I crouched down behind it then.
Yeah, that's over there with him. So you're in an open area. Donovan,
Shit.
You can see him. He sort of smacks his hand on the hobgoblin's shoulder and just says, "Right, I'm out of here." And you see this silvery flash, and Donovan disappears from your view. And Duma, I will say you then hear the sound of footsteps running away from outside the door above you.
I don't feel like going for a swing.
You don't get a chance. He misty stepped away.
Damn it.
Hey,
Don't have counterspell yet.
he has 1 hit point left, and frankly, you guys just chased the wizard out of the fight. That's pretty good. Radigan, you are on top of the crates.
Almost got him. So, let's see here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just nuke that. Okay. So I could jump to here pretty readily, right? I've got a 12 strength. That's 10-foot jump.
Yeah, I think that's easily doable. Though
Okay.
you are landing on top of barrels, so give me an acrobatics check. It's going to be a low DC. Oh yeah, you're fine.
I've rode bulls more tricky than that, and I gotta
Woof.
step up there. Maybe later, and I'm gonna aim around and look around and see who I can see who I like, and then Radigan's just gonna kind of grin, and from underneath his crossbow, you actually see he's holding a small oil can, and instead of firing a crossbow bolt, he sprays grease all over the entrance.
Ooh, all right.
The spell component is a bit of pork rind or butter.
Well, have some breakfast, and then grease up the earth.
All right.
I'm
Dexterity saving
surprised.
throws.
You being from Texas or a Texas equivalent, you didn't go with crude oil.
A 17 and a 19. Both of them make their saves.
It's engine oil, but you know.
All right. So you are outside where this other bandit has just stabbed somebody in front of you and is starting to back away. Just, we're good, right?
I point my axe at him and I'm just like, you talk, we're good.
I'm just hired to help rob a crate. It's all I'm here for. That bastard got my sister pregnant and ran off. I've been hunting him for weeks.
I
And
want
this is how
to.
Patrick balances out encounters.
I want to insight that.
Also,
All right, give me an insight check. Pretty much. You never know which voice is going to come out anytime. He seems to be pretty honest. You always got some rope with you, don't you? You always need rope. Oh man,
So
I have to do a
so
Charles
the-
Bronson character. A halfling with a mustache.
This ain't over.
All right. I kind of look him up and down, grudgingly nod, and I move off into towards the barn. 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm not stupid enough to run in, yeah, so I'm just going to move in my full movement. And I don't think I can do anything else because I'm pretty sure my interaction was my action, the insight check.
Yep. And-
Yeah, that's it. I just move in. I'm not going to be stupid and run pell-mell inside.
Okay, so getting inside, you can see that there is at least one of the bandits that is carrying this crate that you guys got most of the silver weapons out of, and he is headed for the door. Everybody else seems to be in conflict in and around Gus, who is
Okay.
up. So, Gus, you have a hobgoblin in your face and a thug actually right beside you.
Okay, so I'm going to start with bonus action healing and not die.
It's a good idea.
Ooh, 6 healing. Very nice.
And then I can't cast a second spell, can I?
Cantrip.
I will. No, let's try. I haven't tried the silvered warhammer yet. So, have either hobgoblin or heavy thug taken any damage?
They have both taken a fair bit of damage.
Whichever's
The
higher,
hobgoblin-
this is going at. Whoever's the most hurt.
They are equally hurt.
Motherfucker.
All right, Silver Warhammer. Yeah, unfortunately, you swing at the hobgoblin, and he's able to parry it away with his long sword.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Careful,
so.
you don't
I don't think
Cut yourself
so.
with that.
Nah, I don't think so. Should we make it a critical, honey, or should we make it an 18?
It's up to you. 18 is probably fine. Save the critical for when it's really important.
This is the last
18.
fight of the day.
You have to say that before he rolls.
Ah. Wait, I never forced that with you.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Revenge.
Not sounding very convincing.
Somebody's gaslighting.
I am not.
Anyway. And with that... Oh, I didn't put my hit points up. I have to do that. And
All right,
done.
I will give you this one, but going forward.
Okay.
So 18 or a 20?
18.
All right. He takes 4 bludgeoning damage as Maxwell's silver hammer comes slamming down on him. Any
Yes.
movement?
I'm getting kind of beat up here, but I also have heavy armor and don't want to leave Duma. So, c'est la vie, I will stay.
Regis, you are currently hidden behind the crates and barrels over here on the far side.
Is he hiding under my cart?
Pretty close to it.
Pretty much. Okay, I come out of the shadows and I shoot that thug behind the crate with my short bow.
Ooh, all right.
Oh,
That is a hit.
okay.
And all right, your arrow strikes true, but he is still on his feet. Any movement? Any bonus action?
You know what? I'm gonna hide back under that crate,
All right, give me a stealth check.
and I dive back into the shadow.
You vanish again from their sight.
Rogues.
All right. The hobgoblin, seeing as you have just smashed him with your hammer, is going to once again swing at you, Gus, with his long. That is going to be a critical failure. So with that, I will say he actually slips on those ball bearings that are still sort of sliding around and crashes prone on the ground in front of you. And then we'll use half his movement to stand up. And you see him reach in and grab something out of a pouch. And you see this vial of glowing green liquid in his hand. And with that, the big tough above you is going to swing his mace. First at Gus. That is a 19 to hit for 3 bludgeoning.
All right, I will remind him.
And then he is going to turn on Duma with his back. And that is only a 12, though, which is not enough to hit. So you are easily able to just move your shoulder and absorb the blow and take no damage. Yeah, so Duma, he swings at you, takes no damage. It is now your turn.
Okay, which one of them was actually trying to make a break for the exit?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The one above me. The one above me.
The one on to the left and above. Yes, he's
the
the one carrying the crate and moving towards the exit.
Okay, so I am going to first use Rage. I'm going to need this. And hopefully it connects. I'm going to bring my longsword and an upward uppercut slash. Let's see if that connects. Well, oh,
That hits.
oh, it's a good thing. Okay, connect.
Oh,
11.
that is more than enough. You, with your uppercut, you disembowel him. He is bleeding out into this puddle of grease that is on the floor.
All right. Yeah, that's all. That's all for me. Ta-da!
All right. It is the bandit's turn. That guy is out of the picture. So he will try and pick up the crate that is on the ground and start moving away. First off, can he get through the... He can, but Duma, you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
And it's going to be a sideways slash. I'm hoping that connects.
That does connect.
13. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yep, you are still raging. That is 13 damage. You cut him down.
You cut him. That's the end of the sentence.
You cut him bad.
Cut him bad, and I look at the thug on the right side. It's like, you feel lucky, punk. I'm sorry, I had to use that sooner or later.
The great Ezekiel. You are seeing these numbers dwindle.
I have a question. How badly hurt the hobgoblin and the thug look?
Plenty.
They look hurt, but they're not close to death. I'll put it that way.
If I had to guess on which one had the least hit points among Gus and the two of them.
Probably the thug.
All right. I can't do it. I can't. I wanted to sleep. But I guess I will just hit the thug with Dissonant Whispers.
I mean, sleep is the best friendly fire spell you could do. You wake up refreshed, ready to go.
Yeah, Dissonant Whispers on the thug.
That is an 8.
That is a fail.
That is really good damage. 14 damage. And
if he's not dead.
He is not dead. He immediately turns and breaks for the door.
Gus.
Well, hang on.
Still
First of
your
all,
turn.
it could be much, much worse. Crease covers the ground. Each creature standing. A creature that enters the air or ends its turn must also succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
So, is he going to fall prone as he runs into the?
Oh, you cut off there.
Yeah.
Into the grease is what he was probably
Into the grease. That is going to be an 11. He falls
He does.
prone. So as he steps away, Gus, take your attack of opportunity.
Okay. That's better.
That is a hit for 3 bludgeon. And he is still alive, but he is battered and bruised and bleeding, and he is currently prone.
On top of Caltrops.
Regis.
No, the caltrops are the next section.
The
Regis.
next part of the gauntlet.
Finish him off, my friend. And I will inspire Regis. My second part of
All right.
inspiration.
Cassandra.
Okay, I will move up 5, 10, 15. And I will... Alright, who looks more injured?
Oh, the thug on the ground.
The thug? Oh, is he prone?
He is prone.
So my ranged attack wouldn't work. Or would be at disadvantage.
Unless it's suddenly not at disadvantage.
Unless it suddenly rolls a natural 20.
I'm not going to waste that on a cantrip.
We're about to go to bed.
Yeah, it's going to be the next day.
You know what? Alright, Patrick, would you allow this?
Of course. You can replace any roll you want. So even if it's a disadvantage roll, you just replace the roll.
Alright, well then it's I'm rolling, it's a nat 20. So I would roll 2d10s.
Yes. Firebolt.
Firebolt.
You don't have any
It's a cantrip, there's no additions.
No, but you don't have any attack roll level 1 spells?
I will double check, but I don't think so.
Either way, that is 14 damage. He erupts in flame and, cries and then is silenced as the flames sort of burn out and sort of cover his skin and the grease around him. It's a nice little accelerant. It doesn't catch fire like oil, but it is certainly enough to keep him from moving as he writhes around.
You know what? As my bonus action, can I send Heidi quickly outside to see if she sees that rat bastard again? Just really quickly in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I see him around?
You do not.
Ah! Oh, poor baby Heidi. And your new sweater, too. That's the end of my turn.
Radigan.
All right. Sorry, I'm just updating my notes here. Radigan's gonna look down. Another bolt made out of fire will just automatically cycle into the crossbow's chamber, and he'll sight down and he'll say, "How'd that plan work out for you?" And give him one of those.
It does not hit.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It just barely misses.
What kind of
Any
armor is this
movement?
dude wearing?
Any movement? Any bonus action?
I don't really have any good bonus actions yet. So I'm just gonna jump off the crates here and kind of move in this direction.
All right. Cithrin.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Non-lethal.
All right. Oh,
Ah!
that is a
Boom.
huge hit. But he takes it. You smash into him with the side of your great axe, and catch most of his face, and you can hear what sounds like his jaw cracking, if not breaking.
All right.
But he is still on his feet.
Action surge, do it again. Second verse, same as the first.
Oh, non-lethal again?
Yes.
Yeah, you smack him, and with that, he does collapse down to the ground. But this green canister that he was holding in his hand hits the ground as well, and a blast of green flame erupts.
Whoops.
Ah, darn it.
I had no idea. I just saw Big Bad trying to
Cassandra,
take
put
down.
it out! Put it out!
Yeah. We start. I run outside and just dig under the snow and grab some dirt with whatever's handy and start shoveling it onto the.
Yeah, Siffer is literally just standing there staring down at it and just like, oops.
Yeah, I will say
Not
you
a
guys
big
are
blast.
out. Yeah, you guys are out of combat right now. So yeah, I'll say you're able to contain the small sort of fire, and you guys would know what to do with it. You guys actually brought in some dirt and stuff like that to take care of it. So you are able to contain it, but unfortunately, it has burned up and taken the life of this hobgoblin. Because he basically landed in a pit of alchemist's fire, which is probably a pretty horrendous way to die.
Stings a bit.
Yeah. With that, you guys are out of combat. What would you like?
Is the night almost over?
I hope so. It's what, 3 a.m.?
Okay, Duma would like to use survival to see if he can track Donovan in some shape or form, like footprints or smell.
All right, you head outside, see if you can track down some footprints. Give me a survival check.
Hey, don't go too far.
Holy hell.
21. You pick up footprints, and then they seemingly disappear again, and you get the sense that he either misty stepped or moved. And in searching around, you find a couple more tracks, and you pick up what appears to be some sort of horse, and could be some sort of animal tracks as well. But they eventually do, vanish off into the night on the stone pass. It gets a little more difficult to track. Give me a second survival check.
Coming up. Hold up. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, with that, you are able to follow them, a fair ways. And you can tell he is probably heading out the north gate, is what I will say, before, mixing in and amongst the town and all the other pathways, and that you do eventually lose them, but you can tell he was probably fleeing the city itself and heading out of the north gate of the city.
Okay, it's not going to be any use following him at this point. So I
He got
head back to the warehouse.
he got a pretty good head start on you, but you were able to follow his path a fair ways, which is pretty good.
All right, so I just head back to the warehouse.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I'll go out and try and assist. I believe I can make my way through the tiptoe through the caltrops.
Yeah, if you move slowly, they don't slow you down at all.
Right,
They don't stop.
I'll send Heidi out, and she'll try and sniff. Does she know Donovan's scent, or the fake Donovan's scent?
She wouldn't necessarily have picked up the fake Donovan scent, and I will say, given the head start that he had on you guys and his ability to dimension door and move great distances, you won't be able to track him outside of the city at this point.
Ah!
Can I salvage any of my ball bearings?
Oh, you can collect all of your ball bearings over time. A couple of them, you have to wipe grease off of, and a couple of them have scorch marks from the alchemist's fire, but they're fine.
Okay,
you would also be able to clean up the caltrops if you.
I'll pick those up as well.
I'll make sure I grab Radigan's trap.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna reset that outside the warehouse and post back up.
Okay, so what gear did they have? Can we what can we
any
melt
better
it down
you-
to?
I don't suppose any of them have studded leather on them.
The hobgoblin you can see was wearing a decent set of armor, but unfortunately the alchemist's fire has damaged to the point where it is no longer usable.
Did that heavy crossbow make it through?
Yes, the thug's heavy crossbow is just fine.
Oh, that's mine.
How much scrap?
The rest of the thug and the bandits are all wearing just sort of plain leather armor.
No studded? Oh.
The hobgoblin's was studded.
I would love to steal that hobgoblin's leather.
Does anybody have the mending cantrip?
No,
I
but
do!
can I-
Go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, then I will say you'd be able to recover it, and through the night with a few judicious castings of mending. Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to get the studded leather armor.
Yay! And also Gus's forge too.
Yep.
And
I will.
with that, there's also the door that you'd probably be able to repair with mending, and you'd probably be able to repair some of the floor and the scorch marks.
Oh yeah, Radigan pulls out his carpentry kit and just starts shoring this place up.
Oh,
I got a
hand
good
of
enough sleep.
nails.
Hey, I
All
got a
right.
hammer. I see a lot of problems.
Give me a tools.
Okay, well that's going to be an interesting one, as I've never done that before. Where's my carpenter's tools? Intelligence.
You pull out your hammer, and immediately there just appears to be like 6 or 7 nails in your teeth, and they're just ready to go. And you are able to make very short work. You're able to sort of repair the floor with a basic mending cantrip. Basically refinish the door, get it hanging straight, as it was even a little bit crooked. So you follow the campsite rule, and you leave things better than you actually found them in this warehouse.
Job well done.
Yeah, even using one of the barrel ends, you even make a nice little candlestick holder with that, so it's sort of curved and will sit nicely on a table that you just kind of whittle off in your spare time. Everyone else, I will say you are able to have a rest for the rest of the night. Everything else is quiet. The morning comes, you guys recover all of your spells, and we'll take a quick 5-minute bathroom break.
Awesome.
All right. Do we get
Duma and myself need that.
And how much scrap was there from just leftover that we can use later in the forge?
I think
Not
you went to go use
much.
the restroom.
There's a long sword, a long bow.
Oh, just
There's
give me a
mace.
reduced like GP cost. That's how I'm keeping track of it.
I'd say for scrap,
I was
about
assuming
15
half or
gold.
less. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because they do have basic weapons and things like that you can definitely turn into scrap.
So before I go to sleep, heat up the forge, melt them down. We'll deal with the ingots in the morning.
Oh, what a beautiful smell to fall asleep to! Smelted metal.
Can you taste the copper? These were not very good swords, but they will be.
This studded leather is atrocious. It is a little bit better in terms of defense, but oh my god, it is so much less gaudy.
Be right back.
I'm sure you
It's
can.
plain and boring. It's ugh. At least I
I'm
have
sure-
my
It's
fancy.
brown and smells of hobgoblin sweat.
At least I have a. Anybody want the prestidigitation this for me?
Can't do that. I'm sure you can figure out how to gusset that up there, son.
I'm just going to hide it beneath my fantastic winter clothing.
As Radican is pulling mechanical components off of his light crossbow, adding them to the Hobgoblin's heavy crossbow. Because it's upgrade time for Radigan.
Yeah, you have yourself a heavy crossbow.
Oh, did I buy? Trying to figure out my gold right now because we got 25 gold, but I only had 2, which I feel like was inaccurate.
Yeah, you had 25 in pay.
Yeah, so I think I should have 27.
Who wants a light crossbow?
It's kind of one thing that AL is kind of good for is the keeping track of gold being very easy because you always keep track of it at the end of the session. You can't forget it. Maybe I can pay a tailor in town to gussy this up a bit.
Yeah, except for the fact that you're leaving first thing in the morning.
I could leave my studded leather here for them to gussy up.
Yes, you could.
Is it worth that much to me? That's the question.
Doesn't I mean, I would also think the great Ezekiel would have some method of gussying himself up for when he is on the.
That is a good point. I do have a disguise kit, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if that would affect your armor. I mean, that's makeup and stuff like that.
Pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props. At the very least, I can buy some nice fabrics before we leave, and then it's like what a 2-week journey or something, or a few days to the elk tribe.
A few days to the elk tribe, about 7 hours or so to get the cave that Aglinel told you guys about.
Yeah. What are the odds the Great Ezekiel is good at sewing himself?
Probably pretty good.
I might want to try and like embroider that design that we talked about in the private chat into the studded leather. Maybe incorporate the studs as stars.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to do that. I mean, give me a I'd say that's a dexterity skill check.
Can I use my proficiency with disguise kits?
Yeah. Because, I would say that's part. I mean, if you were making disguises and reworking tailoring and clothing, I think tailoring would be part.
Yeah, it's like being a LARPer.
19.
Ah.
Yeah, it's hard going because it is leather that you're putting it through, but you are easily able to put a simple pattern into your leather armor, and it gives it a little bit of flair. 16 more pieces, you'll get that restaurant job.
Back.
I
Coolio.
thought the minimum was 8 pieces of flair, though. Why don't you just make the minimum 17?
Love that movie.
All right, so now there is a design on my studded leather armor of a woman dancing nude in front of a moon with a sword.
If it had gone badly, it would have turned out to be a bullseye.
Are you the great Ezekiel or the great Vallejo?
I think he is the how you say, little prince. Nobody watched The Little Prince?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nobody
the
watched
kids
The
on a
Little
planet.
Yeah, it's where the kid's on a planet with a rose and he rides fucking
Like that episode of
comets.
Rick and Morty,
I only
where
seen the one
the
in
world
the
is really tiny.
Yeah, that's the one I mean, the one in the 70s.
Yeah, that was okay.
I just remember it in reruns on, like, I don't
Is
even
it the one
remember.
when Bob Fosse played the snake or something like that?
I don't remember that well.
All I remember about the Little Prince, well, I do remember the one from the 70s. All I remember from the Little Prince was attempting to get through it in French class in grade school at some point and just being completely unable to. I got the gist of it. It's just, I don't know. There's something about the particulars of the way that book was written. I just couldn't get.
Oh, we all back?
Yes.
Present.
All right. Morning breaks. You are visited by Donovan, who, after a series of trials and tribulations, proves to you that he is in fact the real Donovan.
Watch out for the trap.
That's a good point. No,
We
he
probably would have
actually
taken that
he
into
misses
consideration.
he misses the trap. Stephanie, it is morning. Roll me your portent.
Right, before I forget.
Rip the 18.
Rip the 20.
No,
No,
she
I
used the
used
20.
18. And I
Oh,
used
you
18.
used
An 8 and a 3.
Ooh, I like that 3.
Ooh.
They are
like
they
that.
are both
Failed.
good in their own ways. Well, at this level, they're presumably 2 failures for whatever you want. Donovan effusively thanks you all for looking after his warehouse. He pays you the 25 gold that he owes each of you. And
Ooh-y.
to the great Ezekiel, he says, "What would you like me to do with the rest of these weapons?"
Outfit your guards with them. You have guards, right?
Oh, I have some.
Wait,
They're
no.
certainly not as capable as you are, but
Don't do that. I'm sorry for saying that. What you should do is you should give them to our friend who lost everything.
Aldo?
Yes, give them to Aldo. To help replace his stock. It might not be what he came up here with, but it's something he can sell. Especially with
He
rumors
nods
of were-rats about.
He nods his head and sort of touches his nose and just says, "You are a clever, clever bastard. I will pass them along to Aldo, and if I were thinking, I would have sold them myself."
One more thing. After Aldo has sold them, you know the man, right? You have met him before?
I've only met him once or twice. He was a smaller time merchant. He didn't typically need to store anything in my warehouse until this trip. Seems he gambled everything on this one last venture.
Someone needs to tell that man he needs to stop being a caravan merchant because he is the least lucky person on the planet. You didn't see it, but his entire cart tipped when we were about a few hours away from the city. He, myself, and several others were left behind in the cold while we tried to right. And then all of his stuff was burnt.
Yeah, it does seem that he's due a change of career. I'll see if what I can find him here. I could probably use a foreman or something while we rebuild the other warehouse. Of course, if he's as jinxed as you say, I might be causing myself trouble. Either way, and he leans outside the door and whistles, and a covered wagon, rolls into view, and staggering out of it is a very sort of hungover looking Hengar. And Donovan says, "You don't know how much he drank last night trying to keep him babysat. Have fun with him."
Wait, what?
Wait, how much did he drink, huh?
I lost count after about 4.5 wineskins.
Ooh, how's he standing today?
That's a very good question.
Apparently at a 45-degree angle, that is how he is standing.
No, I reckon that's how every one of us is standing to him.
And he raises his hand and just says, "Good morning. It's wonderful to see you all. I am happy to hear we are leaving town and heading back outside. Thank you for showing me a great time last night. But now we must get back and help my tribe."
Well, daylight's burning, so let's bundle up and get on out on the road.
I put on my red cloak that I've bought.
I will pull a stick of willow out of the cart and hand it to him. Here, chew on this. It will help with your head.
He nods and looks at you strangely and takes a little bite and shrugs his shoulders, and he just keeps gnawing, and he's like, "Are you a shaman?"
Sort of. We can talk on the road. Let's get going, Get to your village.
Indeed. And as you move outside, you can also see that Aglanel is there waiting for you. And he nods at all of you and just says, "Good hunting last night?"
No, it's nothing. Nothing really. Just keeping some varmints out. That's all it was.
Hopefully, we finish that hunting job today.
Oh, what hunting job?
Aglanel will remind you that he ran into more of these bandits and thugs outside of the city, and he thinks he knows the cave that they are hiding in, as they've been emptying the kills from his traps, and he was robbed of an elk that he was bringing into town. He said he let you know it was about 7 miles outside of town towards Kelvin's cairn.
Is that roughly the direction we're going anyway?
I believe it's a slight detour, right?
I think so.
Patrick?
Well,
I'm just pulling up the map. Hengar will shrug his shoulders and just say, "It's not that far out of our way. We have to go past the cairn either way, so if you want, I'm certainly up for hunting something.
Yes, we need to get him a silvered weapon. I feel like this
Okay,
man would be very, very good in this fight.
as we're going, we can silver his weapon with the caltrops that we had made before.
Yeah, we're busting in this time. No time to lay caltrops.
All right. And so, yeah, he will let you know that the tribe is beyond Kelvin's cairn, up around there. And where
I
you
didn't
guys
see
are.
that.
What was that?
I thought he pinged. I thought he said
I
up
did.
around there.
Can you
Oh,
ping
Yeah,
again?
up here past Kelvin's cairn. Somewhere in and around that area, as they are mobile, of course, and on the move.
oh, seriously, I
And
did not see it this time either.
Yeah, I was looking. Thank you.
Yeah,
There.
that's me. No, that's me. There,
thank you.
now.
Yay.
all right, because you guys are currently here. The cave is about 7 miles directly outside of town towards there. And yeah, he says his tribe is somewhere up beyond Kelvin's cairn.
All right. Well,
Um,
according to this map, we can head up to the bandits' cave, take care of that problem. Stop by Tourmaline, get some rest and some resupply, and then head on out to his tribe's lands. Past that.
Is a sensible path. Sensible. Pretty good. All right, let's. And he starts, turning and walking away, and immediately is sort of stopped by Aglinel, who says, I think we need to put you back in the wagon to get you outside of the gates before we get in any more trouble. And Hengar will sort of nod, is like, oh, fine. I will meet you outside the gates. And Aglinel will turn and just remind you guys to pick up snowshoes and things like that on your way out of town, and any other gear you guys want to pick up. We can.
We'll fit the skis on the cart.
Yeah, we'll stop by the Black Iron Blade or whatever the place is named.
Yes, the Black Iron Blades is. You head in, and you can find all the basic supplies you need there, and you can also hear. To your ears, especially Augustus, like an off-rhythm hammering of somebody going in the back. But you don't have time to sort of stop it and do anything with that. I will say any blades you pick up and inspect, you can see they are of inferior quality. But all the rest of the goods are of perfectly servable quality and things you would find anywhere else. And once you let them know that you are friends of Aglinel, they charge you regular price. So snowshoes are going to cost you 1 gold for a set of snowshoes. And anything else you guys wanted to pick up?
does anybody want to pitch in for a sled?
I don't mind doing that.
The forge cart is now a sled, but what about me with hooves and little thin legs? Is it like a deer walking through the snow, or do snowshoes work? They do
Snowshoes will work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm buying snowshoes.
I've already bought them.
Yeah, picked up snowshoes. So I've got a hunting trap. Caltrops are probably not going to work out in the snowpack. Got shovel. Trying to think of any basic equipment we might need here.
I would like to buy some makeup.
Of course you would.
I just Googled, and there are horseshoe snowshoes.
Well, speak
indeed.
of the devil.
Yeah, you're able, in the market, as you're wandering through, you're able to pick up some makeup. And as you are going through the market, Ezekiel, you are approached by what appears to be a fairly raggedy woman who has a cup out and is shaking just for coins and just says, copper or silver to help out, sir.
Do I recognize this woman? Or
You
her
do
description
not.
anyway?
She appears to be, as you look her over, give me a perception.
Which one is the right one? I have the Twitch pulled up too. And I was trying to open my character sheet on that.
With an 18, you can see she's younger than she appears, but she's made up very, very well. And, her hair is sort of let down. And as she eyes you, sort of eyeing her up, she just kind of winks at you and just says, gotta watch out for our friends. It's been dangerous times in the city.
Too dangerous, yes. Beldora, I presume.
Her eyes kind of widen and she just kind of, nudges you off to one of the sides and kind of nods her head and just says, that's not really the name I go by here.
Oh, I
But-
apologize. That is the what I assumed was your guise. I apologize.
Oh, it's my guys, but that's all right. It is indeed my name. I hear you had some excitement last night.
We shall have more today.
Indeed. I also see you're brandishing weapons that Aaron brought up into town.
Yes, we use them for the reason that he brought them.
Excellent.
And we intend to go finish off the reason that he bought them. It is the least we can do.
All right. Have you any idea who's behind it?
Ship Rathnor, I believe?
It seems they are the hired fists behind it, but I'm not sure who in town is leading everything yet. Someone is undercutting Uvessa Shane, and there's a man named Valish Gant who is also looking into it, and between us we have not been able to detect who the actual leader of these brigands are. But I don't like it. Something is definitely trying to upset the balance here. Even the Zentarum are nonplussed about it, which is interesting to see.
Well, perhaps we will find something when we go uproot these were-rats. They keep running away like little cowards. Every time we are almost finished with one, they run.
Well, they are a scared lot. They're here to do their damage and keep alive. I don't think they're being paid enough to lay down their lives.
It would be nice to at least be able to take one for questioning. Speaking of which, Patrick, what did we do with that hobgoblin last night?
His body burned up in the alchemist fire. He was unfortunately holding a vial of alchemist fire when he got knocked out by Sithrin.
My bad.
And so, yeah, that's why the armor was slightly damaged. But yeah, that's why I said that's probably a pretty bad way to die, for someone to fall on top of a vial of that and shatter.
Yeah. We almost had one last night, but small incident with alchemist fire. It was dreadful.
Yeah, so you see her mouth kind of twist up, and she's like, "Ooh, that's horrible. I've seen that once. It's not good." Anyway, keep me informed, and I will keep my ears to the ground here, and I will let. know where we're going to get to now, but my main contact is Thwip in Hundlestone, but until springtime, I think we're pretty much on our own up here now.
If I find anything, I will leave. I will leave it. Do you have a dead drop here?
She says, "Indeed. Over," and she'll point you off to the one side of the market. You can see there's, a spice stall, and she says, "Just you can leave anything you need, just in the black basket in the spice stall. It's no one else uses it, and I pay pretty good rent for it."
I shall do so.
And with that, she will, from under her cloak, pull out a small vial and just say, "Take this. It's maybe going to give you something that will keep you alive when you're out in the forests and the woods and the ice here. It's an unforgiving land." And she'll hand you a potion of healing.
Thank you. And Ezekiel will pocket it and thank her and be on his way.
All right. So the rest of you, snowshoes are 1 gold for
All
a
right.
set of snowshoes.
Are snowshoes 2 gold for Gus?
Yes.
I assume so.
Well, I'm buying them.
Ooh, fancy.
We're buying them for Gus?
Well,
No.
I'm just gonna buy them for me.
I know you walked into the wrong. You weren't listening. Never mind.
I know it would be 2. I'm just saying.
I'm
No.
grabbing some hempen rope and a grappling hook.
All right.
I can't think of anything I would need. I have health potions. I have my armor. Yeah, I think I'm good.
I will
Okay,
buy a tent.
extra materials. How much is a tent? Because that's. Oh wait, I
A
think I had a
2-person
tent
tent is 2
before.
gold. I'm buying a tent.
Yeah, tent.
I thought we already had tents.
Yeah, I thought we did too. I had
The
a tent.
caravan had tents.
No,
Did we
I had a
have tents?
tent because I was traveling with the caravan.
I thought those tents were all our tents.
Patrick, do we have tents?
No, they were the caravan's tents.
Oh,
I'm
even
buying
mine?
a tent.
All right, Sithrin, do you want to buy a tent together?
Sure.
We've been sharing one this whole time. All right, so that's
Might as
another
well.
gold each. Yeah.
Yep.
It was 1 or 2 for a tent.
2 for a
2 for a
two-person
tent.
Well,
And-
2 persons gonna cover my forge and me.
All right, I'll pick up a tent as well.
Well, I mean, it's going to get very cold. Do we just want to get one big one that we can light the forge in the middle? Like one of those things the horseman there, or the barbarian there, leave in the yurt.
Can't we buy a tent that big though?
How much is
No,
here?
they only have 2 people tents here.
I prefer privacy during my beauty sleep.
Duma's gonna need a tent all for himself.
Patrick, what about climbing picks?
You're easily able to get some crampons and basic climbing gear. A climber's kit is about 25 gold, but yeah, they are certainly more than happy to sell you that, and it does have pythons and some crampons for your boots and things.
I was going to buy a block and tackle
I've already
and
got
a
one.
rope myself. Oh, you've already. Well, we can have double the pulleys.
Aha! We can
I'll
pull
buy a
through
hemp
corners.
and rope as well.
And the salesperson, as you're wandering around, is like, rations?
That is a wonderful idea.
Your DM likes you. I could have been real mean about that.
Ooh, okay.
About what?
How? Rations.
Not having rations.
Oh.
It's half a gold. It's half a gold per day. What kind of travel times are we looking at? At least to get to the next town.
Yeah, we are
So-
going to stop in Tourmaline.
Yeah, to Tourmaline, she would say, if the weather's good, you're looking at a day and a half.
If the weather's bad,
3, maybe 4.
How much is it
I'll
for
buy
2 weeks
4
worth of
days.
rations?
What's a week? We measure time in 10 days here in the Forgotten
fuck,
Realms.
okay.
That's why I'm buying 20, so that's
Yeah, I'm
10
gonna buy
gold,
20
right?
as well.
20 is 10 gold? Okay.
I just need 10 more rations. Yeah.
I am chewing through
Okay.
my gold.
Nothing's cheap up north, and if you hadn't actually gotten with Aglanel, it would have been an 50% tax on top of everything else.
Oh, it's going to be
Whoa.
very cold. Do you have any coke for the forge?
They don't, but they can point you to someone in the market where you can pick up some basic coke and charcoal or anything else like that you.
Excuse me, sir. How much for one of these daggers?
Well, basic dagger. I mean, that'll, nothing too fancy. I mean, that's 2 gold, same as anywhere else.
I will happily take one.
Radigan.
Actually, no. He'll charge you 1 gold for his dagger.
Radigan will raise.
Thank
the
you very
glass
much for the
round.
discount.
And anytime you just let everybody know that you got it at Black Iron Blades.
Happily.
Is there a big and tall for Duma?
They're able to outfit you. I mean, you're not. You're still just a medium creature, so you easily fit within their constraints of clothing. They're able to work around it.
Nice.
The Hengar the Barbarian himself is nearly 7 feet tall.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, how much extra blankets? What was it? Is there a price on blankets?
Bedroll is 1 gold piece. A blanket is 5 silver pieces.
I will buy a blanket.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll buy like 4 blankets.
Is it 10 silver for a gold piece? I'll buy 2 blankets.
Yes.
So, do I need to know anything about this black iron dagger that I've now got on my character sheet?
It's kind
Nope. Yeah.
Um,
I'm never going to use it.
I
just
will,
wanted to
as
fight
he's-
instead.
as he's taking it away, I might whisper to say, "I may not have wanted to buy that. That is not, I can say, a very good dagger."
Nonsense, my friend.
Look at it; it's crooked. It curves.
I am trying to do a nice thing for someone. Shush.
All right. I can't think of anything else. Oh, what was There is no price on like coal or coke or charcoal.
You should go with Diet
So-
Coke.
Well, we don't have
Yeah.
Mentos. I'm not buying Mentos. Those are expensive.
No, there's nothing like that. I would say, I mean,
some oil.
an oil
Yeah,
flask,
is
is
oil the
1 silver
cheapest?
piece. Yeah, so that's going to be the cheapest. So I would say for Coke, I mean, for serious work, it's going to be only a couple of silver pieces per, sort of unit of it. So, for a gold, you'll get more than enough to outfit you.
Okay, so I will just put Coke and put how many pounds? Why don't we just go by?
I'd go, I mean, how much do you want to carry? 5 pounds?
I haven't done enough research into blacksmithing to know how much goes how far. So how about I will put that you said 2 gold for a bunch right now.
Yeah, well, we can just
And-
hand wave it. I'm not concerned about tracking that. I'm also not going to track, the weight of everything you guys are carrying.
This is more to keep us
You are
warm.
very
I just
kind.
wanted the highest density fuel for weight, which I assume would be Coke for the time.
Yeah. No, I thought about it for this and then decided I'm not interested in tracking all that stuff. Same way when we did Through the Jungle, I'm not going to put encumbrance rules on you guys. Things are going to be hard enough as it is for level 2s.
We can carry a mountain.
Yes.
We can ford every stream.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're just going to pick up the mountains that are in our way and we'll just toss them aside. Done.
Everyone, get
roll
on
for hernia.
All we have to do, we have
Everyone-
to jump up and like drag the world beneath us while our legs are in the air.
Everyone,
So
get on
crazy it
Gus.
might work.
Yeah,
Everyone
I believe
get
that
on
actually
Gus.
is called walking.
No,
I'll just get on Gus. We just
grab
drive us there.
grab the world with our hands while we're jumping.
No,
And
that's
just
brilliant because walking
rip
is
it
pushing
back.
the earth down. So pulling it up,
Is
We'd
crawl.
have to jump.
anyway, let's head to the cave.
We just threw physics out the window.
You sure did. All right, with that, you guys make your way through the northern gate of Bryn Shander. The road, the guards will tell you, is leading sort of up to Targos and Tourmaline. And as you leave the confines of Bryn Shander, you really start to see quickly just what kind of rugged place you're in. The sun never rises far above the horizon here. And even, at this sort of end of summer, early fall, you can tell it is just very low in the sky. The wind continues to just whistle and wail through your ears. And as you guys, as you men and ladies, move outside of the town and leave the road and start moving into the sort of tundra and rocky wilderness, somebody, let's see, I'm going to say, Cithrin, roll me a d20 for the weather, please.
Holy moly. We're gonna die.
Random D20.
Yep. The weather remains fair. It's overcast. There's a light wind, but it is not enough to slow you down. And, Hengar, you can actually see as the morning hours go by, you can see his eyes and his head start to clear, and he starts to regale you with tales of his tribe and, his wondrous, sort of leader, and how much he loves sort of being out in this sort of open, clean air, and how, he's just happy to be outside of the city itself. So, what is your party marching order?
Duma in the back.
Wagon
Ezekiel
in
in
the
front
middle.
of Duma.
I'll go somewhere in the middle.
Anyone got a higher AC than
Nobody
Sithar?
has a higher AC than you.
I will go first then.
Okay, so
Well,
you're
that's a
up
lie.
front with Alganel and Hengar.
Oh, can we switch it out? And I guess we will get rid of for the day for traveling the +1 on my armor. And if Cithrin has the highest, then let's up our other tank and make the Minotaur's horns metal. Give him a little armor.
Actually, Duma and Slytherin have the higher, and Radigan have a higher AC. Wait, what were you talking about?
Oh no, I thought you had a lower one. I was gonna raise your AC by 1 because you're another
He's
frontline
got an
fighter.
AC 17.
Okay, so it's 18 for today.
Okay, so I'll take the lead then.
Okay, so we have Duma and Cithrin up front.
I want to be near the middle if I don't have Duma behind me.
You can ride on the cart if you are preparing that very nice armor you are crafting.
Radigan
I think I already
and
did that.
Ezekiel in the middle, I guess.
All right, Aglanel will take up. Actually, yeah, Hengar will. He'll be near the back just to sort of watch everybody. All right, so you guys continue on through the morning. You break for, lunch. Afternoon comes. Ezekiel, roll me a d20 for the weather in the afternoon.
Six.
Yeah, the weather remains fine. It's a moderately pleasant day. The snow and the ice crunches under feet. And, Hengar and Aglinel, warn you to keep your eyes and your wits about you in this place. Occasionally, you will see some elk or some other animals running across the land, and Hengar will let you know that you're lucky to be with him, whose tribe of the elk, who are good people and willing to work with the people in the 10 towns. Unlike the tribe of the bear, and he sort of tells you some of the scraps that they've gotten in with the tribe of the bear, and how their leader Volvig is sort of unyielding and one of, not necessarily their enemies, but certainly not a friend to them at this point. But to really watch out for the tribe of the tiger, which is led by, and with respect, he says, the great woman Bjornhild. It is rare for a woman to lead, but she is just the coldest, strongest one I have ever seen. It is like she has actual ice racing through her veins. She is a true child of Auril.
This guy sounds like Tormund.
Pretty close to it.
With
Okay,
hair blessed by fire.
along the way, are there any farms? Because I was touring this area for a long time, that we can make our stop at night so we don't have to be out in the cold.
Not in the direction you guys are going, because you are leaving the road and heading off in through the tundra and the wilderness. So you find, there's some sparse vegetation, but there's certainly no farms or anything off in this area. And eventually, late in the afternoon, you find yourselves at a bridge spanning a frozen river. And it's not in the best shape, but Aglinel says, I have traversed this more than once, and it will hold our weight.
I will wait till you guys are across, if it's okay to pull the cart across. Actually, it is a little heavy. Who has that extra rope? I need it for just a little bit.
We
I'll,
may
Here you go.
it may hold our weight, but can we get the cart across? Because I see a
that's
rather
what we're
large hole at the
for.
other end.
So we're all going to go across one at a time, or at least I'm going to go by myself, and so is our Minotaur friend, because we're the heaviest. And then once everyone's across, we'll have had the rope attached to the cart, and we will just pull it. Is there enough room to pull it past that hole in the
Yeah, Patrick.
bridge?
Yeah, Patrick. Is this bridge made out of stone or wood?
It is made out of stone.
And I'm not
Hewn
heavy,
by the
I'm big boned.
dwarves, says Aglinel.
Is there
God.
actually a big hole in it, or is that just the map?
There is actually a big hole in it. If there
Oh,
was
great.
not, I would find a map that didn't have a hole in it.
Ah.
Yeah, honestly, guys, I don't think we'd be able to pull that across with the cart getting stuck.
How is the river frozen yet?
It is frozen, but it is early in the season, so I wouldn't trust that it will hold that much weight.
Oh, I have an idea. Got to chop down one of these trees. I have the
Yeah.
tools. Let's just make a cover for it. It'll take me but an hour, and
Yeah,
I'll
that-
use my blessings of the forge for the day.
Yeah, that's what Radigan was going to suggest. See if we can find a tree that looked easy enough to cut down and just lay a couple of planks across to patch the bridge.
I also have mending, and I can just mend.
But
a
the
little
there
bit
is,
for mending.
It's big for
There-
mending, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, there's a size restriction, like 5, maybe 5, not 5 feet, maybe.
You also have to have all the materials.
Radigan's going to.
I feel like the materials are probably under the ice.
Pretty much the alchemist rule.
I like to survey the bridge, if you don't mind.
All right, give me an investigation check. As you are walking out and stepping across it, it feels quite solid. And I will say, given an hour's time, you are able to work with Gus and, cut a few simple logs and that are long enough, and you'll be able to place them across the hole.
And we plane the edges so that they're like ramps, so we can pull it up and over, so it doesn't get stuck on.
I think we're overthinking this one there, Gus. These logs are sturdy.
No, I meant like, so that would be bad for a wheel. This would be easier for a wheel.
Oh,
I'm
you
sure they're
okay?
pretty solid wheels.
They were made by a fantastic smith, I believe. One Augustus Constantine.
Well, that is very nice of you to say, but let's not push it. We have a long way to go, and losing it this fast would mean we cannot make any more tools or repair weapons.
No, we don't push it. You pull it. It is.
You know what I mean. Yeah, we're pulling it across. Anyway, we do that.
All right. What's your order for crossing the?
I might be the lightest person.
We should be probably
Me or
10 feet
Regis?
across.
Well, first we send the cat, then we send the great Ezekiel.
Yeah, okay, I will
cat-
command
Why?
Heidi to walk across.
Okay, yeah,
Fly.
she walks across the edge, no problem.
Sometimes these old bridges have trolls, eh? You just have to check sometimes.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
step on over there, and I'll just kind of take a look under the bridge. What do I see?
No, that's what the cat was for.
There's nothing under the bridge. You can see the water is, clearly frozen over, but it looks like it's a fairly light crust. You're not quite sure how much weight it would hold at this point.
Yeah, wouldn't trust that. All right. I'll stay back here and wait for Dooma to cross.
I'm gonna tippy-toe my way through.
Oh, and his little hoofy woofykins.
Hey, Duma, stay on the left side. The left side. Stay away from the hole.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna do the Fred Astaire as I'm going down.
All right. Yeah, you're able to move across, and by going very slowly, you're able to walk along the edge and make it to the far side of the bridge, just past the hole.
And I yell back at Gus, "I'm not heavy. I'm big boned. I'm very sensitive about my weight."
I did not say you were heavy.
Nobody shaming.
I said you were twinkle hooves. You're very light on your feet. It's very good.
All right. Everyone across. Me and Gus will take up the rear, and we'll get the cart.
Well, we'll attach the rope, and I guess we'll take the patch first. We'll set the cart up, and then we'll pull from the other side.
Do we have a long enough rope to tie it and pull it?
I grabbed everybody's. I asked everybody for their extra rope. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I gave mine.
You too,
rope.
Cassandra. Cross the bridge now.
All right, Ezekiel and Duma, give me a perception check.
Ooh. Damn.
Yep.
11. And
Oh.
All right.
I
As
can
you
see my
guys-
feet.
Yeah, as you guys move across and get to the other end of the bridge, those of you that are still moving, you catch at first just the barest hint of movement, and then start to hear some growling as out of the trees and the snow, shaking themselves off, a pack of wolves moves towards you.
Do we want to end it here for tonight because it's already 9:40?
Oh, we are ending it here for the night.
Sometimes.
Except that for Gus and Radigan, behind you as well, stepping out of
God.
these bushes, you see a gigantic white wolf, and it growls, but its growl turns into almost a human voice as it just says, "The Frost Maiden sends her regards."
Bloody hell.
I'm wearing
And
the
that's
red
where we
cape!
will
I'm
end it
wearing the
for
red
tonight.
cape!
Patrick, you can end, you know how to end a session.
You do.
Have we not ended on a cliffhanger this whole game?
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
all I have to
man.
do is send you guys shopping, and that allows me to end it wherever I feel like.
Oh my god.
We do take an hour to do this. This is true, and I apologize.
Well, we like shopping. Like it's literally everybody's seems to be favorite part sometimes.
Well, and it's also, I mean, in doing some of these where you are actually out in a serious environment, I want you guys to actually be able to use your stuff and interact. I mean, you guys have already used your ropes and your carpentry skills to get through this, which is, what I wanted you to do. I
That
should
was
actually
good.
find you a token for your cart, but I'm not sure if that's going to be too much of an annoyance.
I mean,
I love the idea.
Yeah, I would like a cart.
You could also just stretch his token out. Just make him a 1x2. Make him really a tall boy.
But I have no way to. Oh wait, can I rotate?
You can rotate. You can always rotate.
How do I? Oh yeah,
You
there
click
it is.
and there's that little
Yeah.
bit that sticks off.
Like that.
The DM is allowed to move your token, make your token bigger or smaller, or make it a different square shape. Or
I would like a
circular.
cart for situations like this, where the cart might actually block the whole bridge as we're retreating across it.
That's what I was thinking.
Any 2x2 creature can squeeze into a one wide gap.
Oh, then
You can always squeeze in the gap for creatures one size smaller than you. It's annoying.
yes, that is true. But as he ends next to me, I pull to the left and push him off the bridge through the ice water.
It's a winter wolf. It's not going to care.
Well, I'm
that's
still
We
thinking
don't
if
know
we
what
can
this
talk
is.
to
All
it.
right, with that, I would like to shut off the stream. I would like to thank everyone for watching with us tonight. So, thank you, Eraser TX. Thank you, ZLT. Thank you, Kane Phoenix, for talking in the chat tonight. And I would also like to thank Angel of Light, Commander Root, DM Quicksilver of Heroes Wanted, Eraser TX, Joby Essen, Jodya Leet, also of Eraser TX, Lurks, or also of Heroes Wanted, Lurks, Polize, VNK, Virgo Praz, and Zane Kyber for watching. Catch us this Sunday at 11:30 Eastern for the next session of Embers of the Last War, the Eberron AL campaign. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.